Hello and welcome to Rainmaker ITV, the 2010 coverage of the charity fundraiser event of the year. My name's Ian McDonald, and tonight we're going to be witnessing some of the wealth management industry's finest letting their hair down in the name of charity. We've got the ultimate talent show brought to you by FICAP. It is the 2010 Who Wants to Be a Rockstar? So sit back, enjoy the coverage right here on Rainmaker ITV. Of darkness in the valley, we can live like Jack and Sally if we want, where you can always find me.
I'll tell you what, there is not another event in the industry like tonight. What a wonderful opportunity to get 400 people together solely with the cause of raising money for two wonderful charities. Child abuse and a hospice for kids. There couldn't be a more worthy cause for our industry. This industry doesn't have a great name at times, but nights like tonight fill with a lot of pride that makes you proud to be in the industry.
Where are you? We're here with Brooke Partington of Bear Cottage. Now, could you tell us a little bit about what Bear Cottage is?
Absolutely. We are the only children's hospice in New South Wales. So we offer respite and end-of-life care to terminally ill children and their families.
Fantastic. A much-needed service, I'd imagine.
Absolutely. Being the only one in New South Wales and two in Australia, we're very much needed right across the country.
Fantastic. And do you find that, it's an expensive service? I imagine there's a lot of costs involved in running Bear Cottage. How does an event like this help in getting those funds to you?
Well, it costs $2.3 million just to keep our doors open every year, and we are 100% community funded, so we don't get any government funding at all. So an event like this is so important in raising much needed funds just to keep our doors open, but obviously the exposure of what we do is really important, and that definitely comes from a night like tonight.
Fantastic, excellent. And who do you back for tonight's winner? Have you heard any of the rehearsals yet?
Look, I did hear someone singing Better Man before, and that's kind of one of my favourite songs, so I hope he pulls it off and doesn't ruin it for me.
I think that's Paul Delaroche, if I'm not mistaken. He's actually a last minute entrance, so hopefully you can back the late horse and he'll come through. Now, from tonight's event, I guess after the money is in, how will that directly affect those that you help?
Absolutely. Well, 100% of all the funds raised tonight will come straight back to Bear Cottage. Our families do not pay a cent to come for respite or end-of-life care with us, so the money raised from tonight will essentially sponsor those families to a much-needed break and much-needed care at Bear Cottage.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you so much for your time, Brooke. A very admirable cause there, brought to us by Bear Cottage and all part of tonight's FICAP Who Wants to Be a Rockstar. We're here with Marnie McLaren, not only one of the creative geniuses behind the whole event here this evening, but also the chairperson of FICAP. Now, Marnie, how did this whole event get started?
Yeah, in 2006, a group of us professionals from the industry decided we wanted to give back. We're pretty fortunate in our profession, so we're trying to think of a really fun way to raise money for charities. And it was around the time that INXS were looking for their new lead singer. There was that Rockstar show on Foxtel, Rockstar INXS, and we thought that sounded like a really fun idea for a charity event. So we got a band together and we put some feelers out there as to whether there were any people who'd be interested. And it turns out there's a lot of budding rock stars in the financial services industry. So a few people who possibly could give up their day jobs.
So it sounds like it's kind of hotly contested. Have you had any trouble getting sponsors on board?
Not at all, no. We're up to 21 sponsors this year. We actually do have to cap numbers because we try and keep it exclusive, so 450 people can attend. We've had a lot of people trying to get wristbands in the last few days, and unless they're aligned with a sponsor, they don't get to come along. But yeah, no, sponsors have been fantastic. They get to enter a singer in the competition and they get to bring some of the guests, so it's great.
Fantastic. And some of the charities that are actually going to benefit from tonight, we've got, I believe, is it 2 tonight?
That's right, yeah. So we focus on charities that give back to the young, whether it's children or just youth in general. Bear Cottage and also Australian Childhood Foundation, both great charities. So yeah, we're very excited about raising money for them tonight.
Fantastic. And do you have any hot tips as to who's actually going to take away that number one position tonight?
Yeah, look, I was at rehearsals on Monday. They were very exciting, and I think it's actually between two. I'm not going to give too much away, but I know if I was a betting lady, I'd be putting money on a couple, so yeah.
Excellent. All right, well, we'll have to wait and see who those two are this evening. Right here, as we continue on with Who Wants to Be a Rockstar. Now, another beneficiary of tonight's charity event is also the Australian Childhood Foundation. We've got Katrina McCann here with us from the Australian Childhood Foundation. Now, Katrina, could you tell us a bit about what the Australian Childhood Foundation is?
The Australian Childhood Foundation is a national independent children's charity, and we work in a number of ways to support children and families that have been abused and neglected.
Fantastic. And how common is neglect and child abuse in Australia?
It's something that people don't understand. Last year, there was 317,000 reported cases of child abuse. Now that equates to one child every 2 minutes that has been abused or neglected, and it's something that the public really don't understand what is going on.
Do you find events like tonight's event, I guess, help get the message of your charity's purpose and goal out there to the greater community?
Absolutely. This is a perfect event for letting people understand and realise how important it is to recognise the serious issue of child abuse. Absolutely.
And I guess directly, the funds from tonight, do they see a direct response to the people that you go out to help every day? Do they see it very rapidly?
Absolutely. We have an incredible waiting list, and what happens, the funds from today can go directly back into supporting children and help them recover from the abuse and neglect. So in our counselling programs, it enables us to train the professionals in the health and welfare and educational sector to let them know about the effects of abuse and neglect.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for talking to us tonight, Katrina. And stick around, guys. We've got plenty more in store, including tonight's performances for Who Wants to Be a Rockstar 2010.
Webs from all the spiders, catching things and eating their insides, like indecision.
Now, we've got a bit of a celebrity here in the Who Wants to Be a Rockstar ranks. We've got Jeff Lloyd, patron of the event. Now, Jeff, how long has this been going and how long have you been on board?
Yeah, well, this is the 4th year actually, so we've been involved from the start, which is fantastic. It's great to have everybody here tonight again. So year 4, the first year we raised $100,000, next year 110, and last year 100,000 as well. So we want to break that record again tonight. It's wonderful to actually get everybody from our industry together. Normally when we get together it's an award or a prize or something like that. It's actually, I think, the only event that we have where we come together to support a charity. So it's great to have people support what's a great charity and what's giving so much to the community.
Now here it's becoming a little bit exclusive to some of the people out there from other wealth management firms are trying to get these tickets and they can't all get in. There's a cut, I believe, a certain amount that can come.
That's right. Well, there's always the wrist bracelet, and the idea there is that if you sponsor the event, and the first year we had 16 sponsors, then 22 and 21 this year. So if you think of the really, really tough times that we and our clients have gone through, it's terrific that as a profession we've continued to support the charities even through those tough times. But yeah, there's a lot of people wanting to get in here. The way to get in is to sponsor, get somebody from your team up and show us their talent.
Fantastic. So guys, if you do want to get your firm here, make sure next time when this comes around, as the man said, get it up there. All right, we're going to we'll be seeing you on the stage at all later tonight?
Last year, I was challenged for $5,000 to get up and sing, and I did a Violent Femmes song. So I think I'll save the audience this year, just make a donation. But you guys need to give deep, as everybody here will tonight, and we look forward to having a great night, and everybody come back again next year.
Fantastic. Thanks for your time, Jeff.
Come on, ladies and gentlemen, help me out. Let's get this bidding up. Let's support a great charity, and let's make us better at the same time and healthier. I've got $4,000. Holding her in his arms late at night. You know, I wish that I had
got the winner here. You've done fantastically. You weren't even in the competition. You've jumped in and you've stormed home. How does it feel?
Mate, it feels fantastic, you know. This is the dream come true, huh?
Now, just making my way through the crowd, I've just stumbled upon Richard Borishevich from Amundi. Now, what brought you here tonight? Was it the gripping entertainment that's about to unfold?
Absolutely. The gripping entertainment, and it's an industry event that I wouldn't miss.
Excellent, excellent. Your chance to, I guess, support some great charities?
Absolutely. I think we all get very busy with our businesses, so opportunity comes up to support a charity, why not?
Well, it enabled us to be able to work with at-risk teenage girls to help them to break the cycle of destitution and abuse. So what we do is match them up with successful women, mainly from the corporate field, and we're able to aid them to turn their lives around so that they can then, reach their fullest potential. So thank you, FICAP. You've really made a big difference, and we really, really appreciate it.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for being a part of tonight's 2010 Who Wants to Be a Rockstar Finals. We've had some amazing characters. Oh, I had some amazing musical talent as well. Now, don't forget, guys, if you haven't already logged on to Rainmaker ITV to check out what's available there, it's definitely worth doing. We've got plenty of insights into events and, of course, education. Not to mention, if you haven't already signed up for the Financial Standard daily email news, then it's definitely worth you doing. We've got some of the most dedicated wealth management journalists on the case, bringing you the headlines up to date all the time. So get on there, guys, and keep yourself up to date. My name's Ian. It's been an absolute pleasure having you. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.